Today's movement sequence is meant to improve circulation through your upper body, so we're just going to wiggle around your shoulders and do some stuff for your arms. I want you to work either standing or seated in a chair in your best posture. If you're using a chair, sit a little forward in it so you're not inclined to lean back and use the backrest. So we're going to begin with a really exaggerated shoulder roll. It's meant to target your trapezius muscles, so we're going to contract those muscles to get the blood moving. Now your trapezius kind of looks like a big stingray on your back. It originates from your spine and goes out toward your shoulder blades, and some of the fibers help you to shrug, some pull your shoulder blades straight back toward your spine, and some of the fibers pull at a downward incline toward your spine. All right, so arms just hanging. I want you to start out just elevating. Shrug your shoulders as much as you can. And then we're going to slowly roll them back. So go about a quarter of the way and just pause there, feeling the contraction. And that's where your upper traps are going to be engaged. From there, you're going to glide your shoulder blades slowly down your back. And at the height that they're about in their neutral alignment, up and down, we're going to feel more energy through the mid-traps. And then you're going to gently pull down on your shoulders, which you'll feel as a heaviness in the armpits, as well as the heaviness in the shoulder blades themselves. And that's your lower traps. So again, just from the back, I'm going to go up as high as I can, get a squeeze. I'm squeezing my fists. I don't know that that's necessary. Pull back a little, find those upper traps, down a little. I think I'm just squeezing my fists because I have a lot of rage. And then down to those lower traps. Okay, you're going to do that a few more times, so I just want to keep this moving. Second exercise is called the DJ. You're going to extend, leave your arms hanging by your sides, and you're going to extend your wrist as much as you can. So that's bending that way. Okay, so I'm pulling my toes up, my fingers up. Once I get that extension, I'm going to pretend I'm spinning records, one on each side. So I'm just going to slowly turn my hand towards the front, and then rotate laterally, keeping that extension of my wrists as I turn towards the back. And I'll give you that side view again. Now your goal here is to keep your arm hanging as close to vertical as possible, which obviously adjusts just a tiny bit depending on when my fingers are like whacking me in my leg. But I'm trying to keep my chest as wide as my back, and you can visualize the movement of the arm just like I was screwing a light bulb into the socket and then out of the socket. And then your third exercise is called piano fingers. You're going to start with your elbows bent and your palms up, and then I want you to close your hand into a fist. Get a little closer. And then from here, you're just going to open one finger at a time. So let's start with the pinky. So I'm going to go pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb, and then close it, thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. Okay, so I'm going to roll slow at first, but I'm just keeping it zippy, so you're not here all day watching my fingers move. And then, so we do several that way, and then try it going the other way, leading thumb to pinky. I don't know that one's harder than the other, but it is harder to switch for me. Okay, and then as I'm going through this, you want to keep your elbow at about a 90-degree bend and make sure your wrist is ultimately staying neutral. It's okay if your fingers extend a little bit. That extra range through your fingers might feel really nice. All right, try those today. Have a good Monday.